Hi.
Hey everyone.
It's really good. True. Hey.
Hey everybody. How y'all doing?
All right.
This is the Stream of Dreams.
That's the way to do it. I'm playing Banished.
We need to get an intro song.
I think we got it. I think that's it now.
Alright.
I
Sounds
haven't
good.
I haven't played very much Banished. You've played like 40
I've
hours of
played
Banished.
a lot of Banished. A lot of Banished. This is a really good game. I enjoy it a lot. So you probably want to pause the game right now. Just hit spacebar.
Just pause it.
Yeah. So yeah, pause that real quick. Zoom out. Let's see what you got going on in this area.
See.
All right. So you're gonna want to start working towards the lake, but for now, you want to figure out how to get food. And the quickest way to get food early on is either with a hunting shack or a fishing dock.
Okay.
And the fishing dock you can't put on the small rivers like the one at the top. Yeah, that one is too small. You need to go down to the one at the bottom. I think there's one closer. Yeah, that's good. So the corner of that.
One right there. Yeah.
And then once you do that, you're gonna want to build. Oh, you already have houses, so that's good. You're gonna want to put. Well, yeah, build that first, and then you're gonna have to familiarize yourself with the menus. That's like the main part of this game, is just knowing the menus. I always have like at least two or three windows open all the time, basically.
Yeah. Those are all like.
That one. So yeah, that first one, and that the first two, and then that job one that you just opened.
Yeah.
I always keep open.
There's two.
Yeah. That one will just tell you when people are born, or when they die. That sort of stuff. So right click to get rid of that. Now that you already have a fishing dock, you can right click and you won't have it selected anymore. So
Got it.
then,
Don't they need houses?
and no, they already have houses. So you're gonna want to put some builders on the fishing dock. You can have up to 2 on it right now. You should put 2, yeah. And then open up on the bottom right menu, the log, the axe chopping the log on the right.
What now?
Bottom right, axe and the log.
Oh.
Yep. And then select the crossed pickaxe and axe. And that's just remove all resources in a selected area.
Yeah.
So I would just pick a pretty broad area around your houses because you're going to want to be playing the roads.
Like how big?
Not too big because then they'll be working on that until you either tell them to work on something else or they finish it. So
Too much.
I would say a little bit bigger than that is probably fine.
That.
Yeah, that's probably good. Because you already start off with, some resources. Now you're going to want to build a log cutter and a blacksmith, probably, which is in the tree. The tree and the rock are like improvements. So the wood cutter, I would say, is most urgent.
What is? You're right between these guys' house. Nope. Yeah. To like roll right up next to this guy's window.
So what this game mostly is that I've found is just population management in that you need to make sure people are assigned to jobs as efficiently as possible. And then after that, you start growing your population, and then the end game really is just growing your population as much as you can and then trying to maintain them for a certain amount of time.
Made
Road
roads.
road at this point is kind of useless,
No!
especially I would say you only need a road right now that goes from the storehouse, the big like barn, to the fishing dock.
Woo!
Because that will increase the speed that they can bring the fish back from the fishing dock to the storehouse, and then you can start using it.
Oh man, cheetah speed.
Yeah, it's really easy to just want to always be on cheetah speed, but then it's easy to miss stuff too, and it also it auto saves every 5 minutes regardless of what speed you're on, so a lot more can go by without saving.
How many fishermen should I have?
I would put 4. You want to get as much food as you possibly can at the beginning.
And
Work, make sure that the work is highlighted, that disables work, like they won't actually do anything if it's turned off.
wait, so what do I want it
That
to be?
that is all. No, yeah, that's right. That is enabled. Yep.
Maybe that's what fucked me up last time. Oh look, he's fishing!
It will have a yellow and white like stop sign above it if it's not being worked, or it will have a question mark above it if it is being worked and there's nobody working it.
Where's that road?
It's probably being built. It takes it's the
Let's go straight through those other resources.
the laborers build roads. So I usually play the game on like 5x. That seems pretty good, and I'll turn it down to 2x if I'm like doing something, or if I'm going to walk away from the computer from a minute, or for a minute, from a minute.
From a minute. Should I be building now?
You should pause it for a sec. Let's see. So you still haven't built. Oh, you probably want to open that job thing, and see how many builders you have and how many you need. Because I think you only have 2. Yeah. 2 of 3. That's probably okay though. That'll be okay. So open up the either the food or the improvement one. Food production is the apple, and then the improvement is the tree and rock. Resource production. So herbalists are good because they keep your population healthy, but they're not super like you don't need them right off the bat. I would say maybe a hunting cabin is good. Or actually you have cows already, so you should build a stable, which is in the food. And then click the cow, pasture, that's right. And then it can be up to 20 by 20 squares. The only difference is gonna have it right in the middle. Right in the middle of town, you're gonna have a stable. Okay.
I don't see what's wrong with that. Stable town.
Sure. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea actually, since
They're
the
all right there
storehouse,
already.
the barn is right there, and they're all there, right there already. And you can always build the town out away from this later on.
Cows
so.
just happen to be there. They're just like,
Let's just build a town around it.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, I would just make the pasture Oh, you did. It just needs to be built. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. And then, yeah, so I would assign a few more builders now. Because you already have a decent amount of resources. And right now it's just kind of get as many things going as possible before winter comes. Let's see.
How about wood
You
cutter?
may. Oh, you know what? You're gonna want to build another stockpile because your current one is gonna get full pretty soon, and then they'll stop collecting resources. So it's in
I
that
don't
barn
know.
with the silo. Yep, and it's the stack of logs. Yep, and then yeah, just build it right next to it. It could be 10 by 10, I think, but that's like really big, so it doesn't really need to be that big.
That's gonna be that big.
All right.
Big ass warehouse. Full of town. Ah!
Okay, yeah, so assign a woodcutter now. Click up on the... You can just do it in that window,
Yeah,
the one
right.
on the right. Yeah.
Boom.
So now he'll start cutting wood that people can use to keep themselves warm in the winter.
Will he? Where is he? Not doing shit.
You have to wait until he gets to it.
Firing him.
They usually walk home
I
before...
fired him and then hired somebody else.
They usually walk home and, like, just step inside their house and then say, oh, that's right, now I'm a woodcutter. Then go to their new job.
That's not how it works. Like
Yep.
the cow house.
All right, so I would just assign one person to that. Oh, you have to click the question mark to say what kind of stable you want it to be, but you only have cows right now, so. Nope,
What?
other one.
Why is
Other
it?
one. To the right. The other 0. Yep, there you go. So that one says, like, the total that you want.
Right.
So, like, if you have a harvest and you want a lot of people working it so you can get more out of it, you can increase the maximum amount of workers on one and decrease another one. So it basically reprioritizes which one gets the most workers.
So what's the, like the default one?
I think that it starts at 1. I think that... So usually they all have different defaults. I think pastures is 1.
Default
Fields
never
like...
changes like over time. It's just always that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you definitely have to manage that later on as your population gets bigger and you like start needing to pull bigger harvests.
Harvests.
Having trouble remembering how words work. But yeah, you'll want to be able to manage how many people are working in a certain area.
Got it. I got my woodworker. There you go.
So yeah, you can only have one woodworker at a time, unless you build another woodworking station.
Downtown.
You're gonna want to build a blacksmith because you're going to run out of tools eventually, and then nobody can do their job. You should probably put that, yeah, pretty close to the stockpiles because... So everybody who needs resources to do their job or gathers resources to do their job will either go to the stockpile to get the stuff that they need to craft stuff or get a bunch of stuff and then bring it to either the stockpile or the barn. And so you have to factor that time in too because it doesn't just happen like right away. They actually have to physically walk to the place.
What are these cows doing? Escape.
Oh, so you need to prioritize your, pause the game. You should prioritize building that stockpile because see how they're just leaving all that resources on the right? That means that your stockpile's full. So go to the cog in the menu, in the bottom right menu, and then hit the up arrow without the line on top. Nope, not that one.
Oh.
That one is increased priority. So now you can highlight the stockpile, like you're building on it. So yep, and then now they'll
It's weird.
prioritize that task.
Weird way to select it, but okay. Yeah.
It's because you can also prioritize like cutting down a certain area or like, clearing out resources from a certain area.
Go!
So if there's like, if you tell them to clear a whole area, but then you say prioritize these rocks first.
All I did was make a dirt square.
Yep. You had to just cut down those trees. So that's a pretty big stockpile, which is good. Because,
Go home.
yeah, they're going to need a lot of room to put all those resources. And then those
Why
other
did they
resources.
put them over there.
That's where they found them. There's probably a bunch of rocks there, and they didn't have anywhere to bring.
Shit.
So now they're all grabbing it. Yep, because they have a place to put it.
Sorry, guys.
But the resources that are around the blacksmith outline right there, those are the resources that they're going to use to build that.
Okay.
So they gather all the resources before they start construction, which makes sense.
We're gonna do it.
You should put, you have too many builders right now. And let's see. You should start building something else then. If you have all that extra manpower and they're all just collecting stuff. So tailors are good, but you don't have you need a hunting shack or sheep before they'll be able to do anything.
So a hunting shack?
Yeah, I guess a hunting shack is good. It's in the food. And they need to be away from civilization, whereas the herbalist and the gatherers need to be in the forest, and specifically the herbalist needs to be in a forest that is old, like hasn't been cleared for a while, to gather the medicine.
So where should he go?
I would say you don't want him too far away either, because then it'll take him a long time to deliver everything, and it'll make him a lot less useful. And since you haven't expanded very much right now, you can always build it nearby and then demolish it later.
How close is
I would say put it at the edge of the trees. It's probably fine. Yeah, right there.
up with this?
So question mark means there's nobody working it, but it is being worked. Okay, so then he'll use wood and iron to make tools, which close the resource limits thing that you have open in the top left. Yeah, so you have 30
Degrees.
tools right now.
So many tools.
You should also build a gatherer out by the
Oh man. Just became winter.
It's still late autumn. But, yeah, build a gatherer house to the left, I would say, of the hunter so they have more of the forest. Yeah, I would build them in that forest right there. It's the herbs. Yeah, there you go. In the forest, like surrounded by the trees. Get as many trees in that yellow ring as you can.
They should have used that title for the game. Where? How do you rotate?
R and T.
Rotate.
Exactly. Yeah, so you have like no food right now.
What?
You need to prioritize working
Fuck were my
the
fishermen
hunter
doing?
shack. They're probably fishing, but not enough.
Guys, step up your game.
Yeah, that's not just looking at them's not going to do anything. So I would say prioritize the hunter shack right now because you need and put more builders to work. Nope, wrong one. That's the resource limits thing that I told you to close earlier. You have to drag. Nope. Okay. On. Nope. It's still off. It'll turn white when it's on. There you go. No. There you go. That's how you do it.
That's how you play games.
Okay. Put more builders on.
How many more?
You know, depends on how many people you want. I don't know if your laborers are even doing anything right now. I would put all 6 and then tell your laborers to start cutting down another area, but not the area around the gatherer. Yep. So that's everything, or the 3 to the right are trees, rock, and iron. Iron are like the little square rocks.
So over here, over here.
Yep. I would say bottom right, probably, unless you're going to be farming up that way, but it seems like there's a pretty good amount of rocks and iron below you.
This little, like, peninsula? No,
Yeah.
it connects. That's not what it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Cow! What are you doing?
Hey, I mean, this is what happens when you put cows in the middle of a town. I'm like, where do I live? What is this? Why did you guys get houses?
No, where'd he go?
He went into the stable. He's like, fuck it.
There he is.
It's warmer over here.
That is a fucking chill cow. He's just hitting on women.
Yo, what up, girl? Why you got your back to me? Fine, fuck it. Put all 3.
Yeah, we need.
You also
food.
have three too many builders right now. See, so that a lot of the game is just making sure that all of your citizens are being efficient. You always got to keep an eye on that professions box.
Then why do you have to like enable it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna watch the people.
Is the gatherer's hut? Gatherer's hut is finished too. Sure.
We really need food.
Yeah. Uh, and yeah, I mean, it's always good to have some laborers, but sometimes that's just not possible. And really, it's not even worth having less than, I would say, 4 or 5 laborers at one time because they can't really get that much done on their own.
So we build something probably.
Yeah, I would build something. You might want to actually start building a farm if you can. Nope, no food. So you can either build an orchard, which takes a while, or you can build a crop field, which you can start farming as soon as it's done. So you might want to do that one. Um, I would say go by the river. You don't want to take over the hunter area right now. The other river, the small river, that clear area right there. So these can be 15 by 15,
What should this be?
15 by 15. You always want to make these as big as possible.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna need.
Um, but it's late winter, so nobody's going to be able to work it right now. Maybe you should prioritize it too, because you're going to want to be able to.
Prioritizing is really weird. Like the
Yeah,
way
I didn't
that
even
is.
know about it for a while, and then I found out about it.
How many builders should I have?
Um, I guess 4, because it's quick. It'll. They just need to clear that stuff off of the
Why
top
does
of it
this
and
keep
it's good to go.
being here?
That means that it's reached its resource limit, so click on the building. See how it says tool limit 50? And if you look on the left, you have 55. So he'll stop making them when you have that many. And you can always set it higher, and you'll need to set it higher as you get more citizens who are working. And once you get a trade route, you can set how many you want in the trade house, and they'll take them, and they don't count as being inventory anymore. And so then he'll start working again if you do that.
So they're both at their resource limit.
Mm-hmm.
So just what do I do?
I would say at this point, you probably want to put the fuel limit up a little bit, the woodcutter limit. Nope. Yep. Because running out of, 3 or 400, I would say. Nope. That's way too many woods. Running out of firewood and having people freeze to death in mass quantity really sucks. But so does having people starve to death, is what's going to happen for you. Nobody's working that field. That's why it has that stop sign.
Well,
It's still early spring though, so you're fine. You need to assign what type of crop it's going to be.
oh man.
Squash. Do squash.
What?
Trust me, man. I know my pumpkin and squash.
What's that supposed to mean?
So yeah, put 4 on it because you're gonna want to put 6 on it for harvest.
Put 5
but-
on it.
Just put 4 on it for now for the planting. And then once it gets to like late summer, put 6 on it and just start harvesting.
So I can never put 5 on it.
I mean, you can, but right now you want to put 6 on it.
I put 6 on it. Where's she going?
She's probably taking the stuff that or she's probably going to eat, or, well, there's not much to eat, so she's probably going to find someplace warm. Are people? Are your laborers? Oh, you don't have any laborers. You also have 4 builders that you don't need.
Well,
Okay, yeah, your laborers are still doing that over there, so that's good.
yellow X's.
What?
Little yellow X's.
Yeah. That means that they're still working that. They're cutting that down. So now
My
you
first
have.
game, I immediately made a town hall.
Yeah, that's
Is
not.
that a mistake?
Yep, you don't want. You don't want town. You don't even want one right now.
It was pretty good.
So right now you're probably gonna want to start making another house or a school. Schools are good because it makes it so people aren't stupid, which
Well,
makes them,
listen.
better at doing their job.
Sounds alright.
But they have to be children, so you'll maybe have 6 students eventually coming up soon. So if you look up in the stat box in the top left where it says 2206, 22 adults, 0 students, 6 children. And they start as children, then they become students,
Wait.
then they become adults.
What?
That's how it works in this game.
That doesn't sound right to me.
It's a little weird, but just hang with it and you'll figure it out.
Hang with it and you'll figure it out.
Good old saying.
Good old saying.
Let's see.
Goku.
Let's see here. What do we got? You might want to be putting more food gathering places around for later, whether that's building another farm or whatever. But farms are definitely the most direct way to get food. But you also want a diverse. You want your population to have a diverse diet, or else they'll start losing health, and then they'll have to go to the herbalist to get medicine.
We don't have an orchard.
But orchards, remember, take like 3 years before you can harvest them. But you can also make another crop field and just make pumpkin instead of squash.
Super boring town.
Yeah, this game definitely takes some time and some commitment to get through a lot of boring stuff before you actually get into the deep micromanagement that you have to start doing. But I think the way that it eases you into it is pretty cool and like pretty well done. But yeah, it's not a game that you play if you want something fast paced and it's no Titanfall, you know.
What?
You definitely have to be ready to commit some time and have some patience and be in it for the long haul, because even once you start like building up and your population starts flourishing, then it's like, well, what next? And there's no real end game to this. It's just keep going until you can't anymore, basically. Or until you get all the achievements. I mean, you're either going to die or run out of room and then die. But I think you're probably going to just die of a famine or something like that before you manage to cover a whole map.
When can I start making like future tech?
Nope, this is it, man. You have access to everything you can build from the get-go.
Shoot a rocket into space. Cows
If
are
this game
mooing.
did do that, that would be pretty cool.
Really?
If it had like a realistic science or arc that happened, that'd be pretty cool.
Fish turn into space
And
fish.
then it just turns
Obviously.
into a Kerbal Space Program at the end.
It's just a dock that has to be built on a river that gets fish from other planets. Because space fish are more valuable than regular fish.
Of course. They're the same thing. It's just like a regular salmon, just happen to be from a different planet.
Yeah.
So it is early autumn. You want to put as many people. Pause the game. Pause. Okay. You want to put as many people on that farm as you can right now, because it is time to harvest, and so you already have 488 food, which is good, but you want to get as much out of it as you can. You don't have any laborers to put on it, so you're gonna have to take something off of. I would just say take some builders.
Yeah. I gather.
Yeah, no, take 2 builders and put them on there. Okay, and now people will start harvesting that even more, and that's good.
Look at them go!
Look at all of that squash.
Squash feast.
So yeah, they'll harvest until either it's all gone or until winter rolls around and kills the rest of the crops.
It's nice. These deer just walking in the stream.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Your hunter's not doing his job. Oh yeah, you need to assign a teacher now. But, oh, I guess you just got a new adult.
Sure.
Jolly has become an adult and is working as a laborer.
Golly.
Jolly.
Child named Neil was born. Nell. Not Neil.
Jolly and Neil.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, now you should just stop working that field.
Everybody.
Yep. Just turn off the work button.
Oh, that works too.
Yep.
I like you do.
And now, but you still have 6 farmers assigned to it. And if that
What do they do
happens,
if they're assigned to it but not working?
they get all confused and they run around for a little bit and then they just decide that they're a laborer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what was happening to me when I was playing.
And they have a question mark above their head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does this sound familiar?
Yep.
Okay, so I would just say assign 2 more builders since you can now. What are they building? Oh, they're building that farm. That's good.
Yeah.
What else? You should build something else too, I think. You may want to build an herbalist over by the gatherer house. And, yeah.
Ah.
And now you just have to kind of commit to never cutting down this forest. Unless you just want to move those guys elsewhere sometime. You want to put that one as deep in the trees as you can.
Doesn't matter if they're like next to each other.
No.
They're bros.
Yeah. They use the same trees. Maybe you should build a trading post, but it might be a little early for that. It's hard to say.
I go on the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be a little early for that because you don't really have anything that you can trade. So,
What? All these fish. Oh, it's winter again.
yeah, you might want to build. Well, now that you have farms, you probably don't need another fishing dock. Maybe build a tailor now that you have a hunting post. They'll start bringing leather, and then you can start making clothes, which helps you not freeze to death in the winter.
That's probably good. Where does the tailor live?
Next to the blacksmith.
I want the leather.
Yeah, but he has to take it to the barn before they can use it.
Okay. Everyone just goes to the barn.
Yep.
Gotcha.
They go to the nearest barn. You can always build another barn somewhere else, and then you can build a market which will gather resources from all the stockpiles and barns within an area and put them all in one place. Which is also nice because it makes everybody's job more efficient. Yeah, you're probably okay for now. You might want to just start building orchards now, so you'll have
Sick ass trees.
some
Sick ass trees.
some fruits later on, and then once you get fruit, oh, you might be able to make alcohol off of squash, but no, you can do it for. Yep, there you go. Our town is just a giant orchard. We can't farm most of it, but it's pretty cool.
Where should it go?
Anywhere really. It's another 15 by 15. You can just
It's gonna be
farm
here for a
down.
while.
You can just farm down that peninsula, as you called it.
Wait.
That's all pretty close to the barn as well, which is good.
So like,
I would just say right as close to the other one as you can make it.
there.
It's another 15 by 15.
Boom.
All right, and then you should start being good on food. And now your population won't actually start growing, and it will actually slowly start decaying if you don't build more houses. But as you build houses, the population kind of goes crazy. So it's good to not build too many houses at once, or else you'll go into a famine, and you'll probably get a net loss by having a famine. So it's always good to keep your population in check, because it can go crazy real fast.
So do I build a house or do I don't build a house?
At this point, I would say you probably could. You might want to wait until you have 2 farms bringing in, like, wait until next winter when you have 2 farms bringing in food.
We're really exclusive here. To Portsmouth.
To Portsmouth. It's a really exclusive town.
Oh,
just
like
us
it's
and
to
our cows.
Portsmouth.
It's definitely to Portsmouth.
Okay. Buttons.
What else could you be doing right now? There's really not much.
There's some building happening right now.
Yeah. Early on, especially, there's a lot of waiting because you're not juggling as many tasks at once. Later on, especially as you grow your population and have a lot more stuff going on, like eventually you have to build. Like, I've had a few games, most games where I have to start building like a secondary town. To start growing my population and being able to have like another market and central area that's gathering resources. And once that happens, it's like you start juggling multiple of the same job type, and your population gets really big and out of hand. But that's when a town hall becomes useful, because that brings all of those stats into one place. Early spring, you should start farming.
Four, two, three, two.
Two to begin with, and then when you start harvesting, put it back up again,
Okay, that's right.
and then prioritize that other field. Yeah, prioritize both of those fields actually. If they finish that field by you'll be able to farm it, yeah. Go ahead and start farming that one now too, with pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Oh,
Yep. Wait, no, yeah, you want 4. That's the total. That's it. One more. Nope. One more. So you want 2 on each, right?
oh,
You have 4
okay.
total. And then the other 4 is how many can work on that. So you might want to bring that down to 2. Put the total on each one to 2, or the maximum on each one. Nope. Wrong one. That's the total. Nope. Wrong direction. Put it down
What are
to
you
2.
doing?
There. So now only 2
Okay.
people can work on that farm. Right? Because if you have it at 4, then they'll split up randomly, or whichever one they think is the most logical, I guess. But this way you're saying I want 2 of the 4 on each one. You need to say that you want it to be pumpkins right now.
Yeah.
So.
They're like, I just don't know what type of farmer.
And start farming the trees as well, but only put one guy on that, because he just needs to plant the seeds, and then you're just going to have it not be worked until like 2 years or so from now. Yep, there you go. Nope, you need to assign the type of tree.
Plum or pear?
That's up to you, buddy.
Pear, obs.
Doesn't really make a difference. What kind of alcohol do you want to be drinking, I guess, is the question.
Pear, obs. Fuck off with your plum wine.
So, the tavern and the church both increase happiness, and the only thing that I can imagine happiness affects is how well they do their jobs, because I have no idea what else it would affect. Maybe they die quicker? I don't know.
Pretty happy.
Yeah, they're as happy as can be. Literally. They're not as healthy as they could be, but whatever. Soon enough. So click on the storehouse first, the barn. How much leather do you have?
52.
52. Yeah, okay, then you should start making clothes. And keep an eye on the orchard because as soon as he's done planting the trees, you should turn off working on that. Looks like he's pretty close. Looks like he's done actually. So you can just turn off that
Is he done?
and then, yeah. And then turn off the working on that. Click the work button.
Okay.
Nope.
That's why the work button exists.
Yep. So now it's early summer. I would say around late summer, early autumn is the best time to start harvesting. And you can manually tell them when they'll always start harvesting in early autumn, but you can tell them to start harvesting earlier. Which is useful when you're in a famine because you want to just get food into people's mouths before they die.
Don't care.
Famines are probably the most common way to die
Oh,
in this game.
forgot my
Herbalist,
got the
yeah, you
herbalist.
should put one there because you're citizens. I mean, they're
I can put 2 there though.
you can, I guess. It's not really going to make that big of a difference. Increase the herb limit for now, or at the beginning. I think is probably the best because that just guarantees that you'll be healthy. And then later on, when you get a trading post, having herbs is useful because they sell for more than just one. Their value is, like 3 to 1 or something like that, which is really useful.
So what's the good limit?
I would say 200.
Two laborers that aren't doing anything.
That's fine because laborers are the people who cut down the trees and clear areas and build roads and all that sort of stuff. And you are kind of low on stone right now, so having laborers out there collecting stone is not a bad
Collecting
thing.
stone? Right now?
Yeah, that one gets everything.
But have I assigned them to collect stone somewhere?
Yeah, down at the bottom on the the peninsula. Oh, I guess they finished.
Yeah.
You can usually tell by the hard corners in trees in the tree lines. No, don't do that. There's like no rock there. I don't know if they can access that because there's that ridge, but they might be able to.
Oh, what about all this?
Yeah. Well, but you don't want to encroach on the. So if you just want the rock, I would say select the rock so you don't cut down any of the trees that the
that's right.
gatherer, the herbalist needs.
Are they gonna need rocks at all?
No, they don't use rocks or iron, so you can clear those from those areas, but you want to leave the trees.
Oh, I can. Wait, that's all iron.
No, that's rock.
This is.
Iron is the.
This is iron.
Yeah, that's iron.
Let's get all of it. They don't need the rocks.
Yep.
I got the rock now.
So, you know what? You're gonna want to build a well.
That's
You're
the most
definitely
exciting thing I've heard.
You're definitely gonna want to build a well. It's in the services, the hammer or the mallet and gavel, gavel and
What?
mallet. Put it near the houses because what the well is used for is putting out fires. Which is
Gotcha.
really
Say no more.
yeah.
Seems like something you'd want.
And you have disasters on, and I've had a few fires. They usually don't get too out of hand if you have a well, but if you don't have a well, basically your entire town can burn down.
This well.
You want to put more people on harvesting right now.
Oh
It's
shit.
almost late autumn.
So do we stop building this well?
Yeah, for now. I mean, it's only going to be a few months, and then winter's right around the corner. So, you're going to want to put the cap on each farm up too, I would say, and then pull the blacksmith off of duty and the tailor off of duty. I would say 3 is probably good on each one instead of 4.
If I'm pulling the blacksmith and the tailor.
Okay, sure. So you have to click on the other field.
Where's the tailor? There it
Yep.
is. Doot.
And now you just have to keep an eye on the tools and clothes, and once those start getting low, reassign those guys to their jobs.
What's low?
Like 20-ish and below, I would say, is cutting it close. You should also raise the clothes limit, I would say, because having extra clothes and tools is not a bad thing, ever. That's good. 150, I would say. Because leather is really valuable for trading too, so you want to keep that around if you can. Yeah, turn off that other harvest after they grab that stuff.
And work off.
Yeah, and remove the workers from it. But let them keep going there, yeah.
Now
Did you raise the tool limit?
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Your tool limit.
Haha. Ding dang.
Why is there just food sitting here?
Because you turned off the work before they collected it.
Oh fuck.
I told you to wait until they got it, but
Oh.
it's okay. Just turn it back on for a second. They'll grab it. But you still have 3 more workers than you need. 3 more farmers, actually. Because that one's done. You should turn off work on the other one.
Who's gonna get this?
Somebody will come by. You have 3 that you don't know. You have 4 out of 1. That's okay.
Listen, I need somebody to get this.
Well, then stop having the cap be 1. Put it back up to 4. Oh, it's time to start farming again anyways, because you have it on 10x speed and winter takes like 30 seconds.
Somebody really needs to take this.
You should start farming the other one.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. That's why 10x speed is crazy. Especially if you are making mistakes and you want to load your autosave. Because you either go back way far or it's saved really close to where you were anyways and you're super bummed. Whereas if you're playing on 5x, not quite as much goes down in the 5-minute span that it takes for it to autosave. The first few games I played, I was playing at 10x, and then, like, things just started getting way out of hand really fast, and I had to stop. It was a problem.
Listen, don't do 10x speed. You're endangering yourself and your loved ones. What are you doing?
Let's see, is it? Oh, now you have lots of food, so you should start building another house.
Hell yeah. How many builders on this well?
And you have, what did I say? Another orchard coming in too, which will probably be ready for harvesting next season. And those actually do provide a lot of food once they've grown.
Oh. I have 2 builders. Really need 4 gatherers?
At this point, no.
How many?
1 or 2. They are adding diversity to the diet, which keeps people healthier. But they are just basically providing food, which you have fairly in abundance right now. You also, oh, you should click on the farm and raise your food cap because there's really no such thing as too much food in this game.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's for all of them.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, time to build another barn. And hope that it's done before autumn. Should put it near the farms.
What?
You should put it near the farms.
Put it near the farm.
Yeah. Maybe behind the school, if it fits there. Because rotate it. Yep, there you go. Now they can just go right there. It shortens their walk to drop stuff off, which makes them harvest better.
Gotcha.
So you should prioritize it so that it's done by the time to harvest food.
Ooh. Hey, what is the school?
So now you have 4 students going on right now, which is good because when they're adults, they'll be better at it.
Good job. You're better at being an adult.
You have 5 of 4 builders.
You have 5 of 4 builders. Got this well.
Nice. Fires ain't no thing.
Got this house.
So when people are students and when they first become laborers, like in between that time, like there's a range right there where
Shit, wrong road. No, no, stop. Well,
hit the axe, the remove tool, the remove resources, and then hit the road, the dotted line. But once citizens are In between student and adult, if you build them a house, they usually will reproduce.
Whoa.
Baby, get it going all funky style. Funky style chicken.
Is this town just mega horny?
Yeah, I mean, I hope that they're all like they're banished from another town, so they're not like related or anything. Uh, what does it say? Early summer? Okay, you're still good. Why is nobody working that other field?
I don't know.
Or are they? It's weird. Maybe you should stop work on that since you're not doing it anyways. You already have a lot of food.
They're
Not that
confused
one.
now.
No, not that one. Not that one. The one that's not producing anything. Why would you stop work on the only one that's actually providing food right now? So pause it and increase the limit on that one. The good one. Yep. To 4.
Yeah.
Actually, click on the orchard. See if the orchard. Nope, no yield yet. Okay. You'll know when it's harvestable because it'll actually start getting a yield around the summertime. You have 4 builders that you don't need at all.
What are you talking about?
You might want to just tell your laborers to start clearing an area. You have a fair amount of resources, but that will dwindle very quickly. Maybe that area behind the hunter shack. Hunter doesn't need trees, they just need to be away from civilization.
Like that?
Sure.
Don't want to get too close to those guys. Take their shit.
I would say hit the harvest button since it's already at 91%. You can get an early start on it and get more out of it. Because if you remember last winter, you lost some of the harvest to the snow. So if you start earlier, hopefully you can avoid some of that. And now you have a steady income of food and resources, and everything looks good. So it's time to start building up your population a little bit more significantly.
Talking about houses.
Yep. And you might want to start building a town hall soon. Now is a good time to build your coveted town hall.
Yeah?
Yep. Now's a good time because now you're starting to get a bunch of different resources, and this makes it a lot easier to keep track of everything, including your population, how many students you have, how many people are actually educated, and you'll actually start getting nomads coming to the town, which increase your population, but also introduce the possibility of unleashing a plague into your town. So it's also a good idea to have a hospital before you start letting nomads in.
Well, that's just obvious.
So you you seem to be kind of placing shit willy-nilly. It's kind of good to have like a plan of how you're gonna
What am I
lay
gonna
out
do?
your village.
What am I gonna do? Put them over here?
No, that's
Put
not a
'em
good
over
place
here,
for that.
where the hunter's cabin is? You want him?
That's what I'm saying, man. You're just kind of placing stuff willy-nilly, and you know.
I'm placing them where you're telling me is a good place to place them. Place.
Sure. Town hall down by the fisherman's town.
Fisherman's Town.
Um, what
Yeah!
else can you start building? You might want to put a cemetery somewhere, but
Whoa,
whatever.
hey. What are you
Um,
saying?
or you can build,
Prevent
farms or
citizens from
something.
becoming sad?
That's right. It's always important to not just have them be like, "Oh, he died. Well, good luck with the body and everything." You know,
How big
it's
should
nice
you
to
make
have, of
them?
course, as big as possible. Because wait, you're not gonna put another farm there? You should put him on the island or something. Put him off to the side. People don't want to just be around.
This
You
island
should
right
have the
here?
church on the others. Yeah, you should put the church there, and then the cemetery behind it, and it'll be all badass church on the river.
That's a big church.
Yep, it'll fit though.
I shouldn't build a
But
church now.
yeah, I mean, you can put it there though, and then so place it, and then right click and click on the foundation and pause it on the bottom right of that window. No, they won't work it until you tell them to.
So you could just like lay out your whole thing.
That's eventually what I started doing. Yep.
And then just being like, okay, unpause,
Yep.
pause, unpause, pause.
Yep. That's definitely where you end up. You can always build like a horizontal one and then build another vertical one on top of it. But having lots of room for your dead people is good.
Yeah, that's super obvious. More room for your dead people. Don't want ghosts.
Mm-hmm. No, you're not going to be able to put another one there. It's too small. Nope.
Why is it?
Because it's going into the water.
It's like, no, it's not.
It's like it's on a slope. It's on the shore slope.
The shore slope.
Shore slope.
It's on the shore slope.
Um.
Farmers.
Oh, you guys already got all the food from there, and you almost have 5,000. So you've already almost reached your cap, your food cap. Click on that orchard real quick. Nope, still not. Yeah, I guess now you just have people out there collecting resources, which is good. And you have a bunch of firewood, you have a bunch of tools. You might want to, I would say either keep building houses or build a trading post.
Build some houses. I don't know where.
That's what I was saying. I think you're eventually going to, uh, you should kill that hunter cabin and then move it over to the, to where the gatherer and the herbalist is, because all three of those kind of mingle with each other pretty nicely. And then you can clear that whole forest.
How do I?
You have to go to the removal menu.
What?
Removal menu. Nope, the one that you use to remove resources. And then, yep, there you go.
They're all like, oh man.
I don't have a job. I'm gonna go cut down trees. You need to remove them from hunters. And then I would say rebuild the hunter cabin over by the other guys. And now you can start expanding your town that direction.
That one.
You're losing a lot on that water. Yeah. Maybe up behind the thing? No. Yeah, that's probably good. I'm not sure if it's laborers or builders who tear down buildings, but oh, I guess it doesn't matter. That one's already gone.
Did it.
So now, yeah, you can definitely start expanding your town that way. Yeah, keeping in mind that you probably are going to want to save some room over by the farms for more farms later on.
Wait. How? How many houses should I build?
Well, you have a lot of resources right now, but you don't want to overextend. So maybe three? And yeah, I mean, it seems like your population is slowing down a little bit, only 4 kids, but that's okay.
On it.
That won't really affect you until they become adults, and as long as you keep your citizens healthy, it should be fairly smooth. Like, you won't have a bunch of adults die and then only get 4 to replace them. In the game that I've been playing recently, my population is kind of stagnating. It's not growing very well, but it's also not diminishing at all. It's kind of hovering between 70 and 80. And I can't really, I'm having a hard time pushing it forward. But hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Never happened at Portsmouth.
To Portsmouth.
Gonna build those houses.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to see that you are actually having people do their jobs now. Seems like you've taken some steps forward in your Banished playing.
I'm pretty much a pro. This is our weekly series, pretty much a pro.
Featuring Banished.
We find all the pros. Video game pros.
We just do pros and cons for video games.
Yep.
I'm pretty much a pro. It's about time to start farming again. Winters kind of suck, but at the same time they're kind of awesome because you get to take all your farmers and make them build stuff. But they also kind of suck because you don't get any food unless you are super like fishing focused for some reason.
For some reason.
You're gonna need, like, you don't want to overfish an area. You don't want their circles to overlap, or else they'll stop producing fish. And so you would need to be like on an island, which is possible.
Why are there 9 builders?
Because you're building a town hall,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you're building a hunting shack, and you're building, I don't know what else.
I don't either.
Click on the arrow to the right of the 9 on the builders in the bottom right or bottom left. Nope. Yep, that one. He's working on that. He's working on that. They're just kind of walking.
Road?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're good working.
So wait, there's 4 on the town hall. How many on the hunter shack?
3?
3. So that's 7. What are the other 2 working on? There's something else. There has to be. They're not just going to work on nothing. Oh, the graveyard probably.
Oh yeah.
It's in the trees behind the...
Right, but how are they getting there?
Oh yeah, you need to build a bridge. I forgot about that.
Where the fuck are they?
They're probably taking the long way around. You just lost 2 citizens. Oh man, you did not start harvesting or start farming, and it's already middle of spring.
Listen.
Yeah, you need to be more on that pause button when you're just going off looking for some stray builders.
Where were they?
Who knows where they are, man? They're off in the wilderness. They're trying to get to that graveyard site. Find an adequate place to put our dead. Well, we're on it. Never to be heard from again. You have 9 of 5 builders right now.
Yeah. What, man? Do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a late start, so you might want to do that. Let's say you only need 4 builders.
What?
They might come back if you unassign them.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to keep an eye on the orchard this time. It's not gonna be ready to harvest until around the summer. And then once that happens, then you're gonna want to pile some farmers onto that, but you don't need to worry about it until then.
Harvesting like crazy.
So now go click on your town hall. Let's check that out.
Oh.
Also pause the game. So in the overview, you can see your total citizens, which is, oh, okay. Total citizens, which is 36, which is 6 more than you started with.
Yeah.
61% of your people are educated, and 97% are wearing clothes. So that's good.
Who's the 3%?
I don't know, some poor guys just like
Oh,
don't have
wish I
enough
had
leather.
clothes.
When are we gonna get more leather? So that you can do like a basic overview of how many people are working what in this as well on the right side, but you don't really have to worry about that. I never use this for that. I mostly use this for the overview and the inventory, which shows you how much total of everything that you have, which is really nifty for trading because now you can just look in one place since you have 2 storage sheds and a bunch of
Right.
different whatever, and now you can see how much you have in each.
Hell yeah.
Look at that spike in children. dipping clothed people. They got naked. They just got naked for a night. Everybody just got naked for a night. Had a good time.
Yeah, that's just a tradition.
A to Portsmouth tradition.
Yeah.
Naked night. Okay, yeah. So that orchard is definitely yielding now.
Okay,
So
then.
that's good. Um,
Oh.
and it will start. It starts off slow. It'll probably have a small harvest this year, but 3 years from now, it'll be raking in lots of what is it, pears. So, and then you'll be able to build a marketplace and a tavern and start making.
I love that the tab on the town hall is just graphs.
You can start making pear cider, which trades for a really good amount. It's no leather, but it's still pretty useful.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying,
What are you
pear
trying to
cider. Pear cider ain't no leather. Man, those poor
Ew.
builders. The two that are assigned are those two. Click on the arrow to the right of the two. Let's see where they are.
What?
Oh,
Just gave
Okay.
up? Okay. You know what you should do?
should build a bridge. That's
not.
not a bridge. That's
What
a
are you talking
that's a
about?
homeless house.
This isn't a bridge?
It's a boarding house. It's in the roads. Yeah.
I want it.
You might. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you might want to prioritize that. Or else they're just gonna keep walking around to build a graveyard before they build your cross to it.
Another building it. I think they know that the graveyard is over there. They need to build this bridge to get over there.
No, they're not that smart, trust me.
Listen, I hate the people of Portsmouth.
They just kind of do whatever they were told to do in the order they were told to do it. So, and making them smarter doesn't help that, unfortunately.
What are they doing?
They're fishing. Oh, they're
Dropping
laying
things.
down. Yeah, they're laying down the resources. So click on the bridge. See, so they are collecting stone. They brought 16
Oh.
to 20. Now they're starting to build.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Look at him scrubbing that stone. Hammering it and then rubbing it.
Oh,
Making
that's
that thing pop
pretty
out.
impressive.
This guy's a professional. What's his name? Aw.
Oh, I could like pause it.
Yeah. Kings.
Kings.
What's up? What's up,
Fuck
Kings?
yeah, kings.
So he should live in the town hall. Unfortunately, that's not possible. You can't make kings the king. There should be like a castle option. Oh yeah, no, he's got a bridge to get over to that cemetery.
I just gonna fucking just build this cemetery.
Hey, first things first. Dead people gotta go somewhere, then we can start figuring out our religion after that.
True. Bodies be bodies.
Oh, this is getting a late start. It's already late summer, and it's not even blooming yet. No bloomin' onions. Oh, you should be harvesting. Oh, it's pretty not ready yet. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to wait until autumn. And I mean, you already have a pretty good reserve. You're gonna hit. Oh wait, I forgot you raised your food limit to 9999999. I thought it
I'm
was.
not gonna hit my food limit, man.
Nope, you're definitely not gonna hit that ever.
What are you talking about?
You trust me. I have mine set to 10,000, and I still haven't hit it.
I want to see this graveyard. Build it. Come on.
So, do you understand why I've played like 35 hours of this in the last 2 days?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Especially once you like get going and your population gets bigger, you start like really getting invested in everything. Dude, those deer.
Go.
Straight through the river. You better not graze on these graves over here.
Autumn.
0% yields.
Oh,
How's that even possible?
no.
Did they already harvest?
I don't know.
Looks like they did.
Okay.
It's going up. You should harvest the orchard.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, why did you do that?
What?
It uses the same farmers as the other ones.
So I'm going.
Oh, you're taking them off of that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got your
Graveyard.
fucking graveyard. Click on it. Click on it.
No
0
graves.
to 5.
Why did they? Like, why do we build this?
Because you know people are gonna start dying. You're in year 5
How
already,
do
man.
we know that?
Because it's the natural way of life. People are getting old now.
I should be doing something.
Speed. Yep.
What should I be doing? Late autumn.
So you still are getting. You have a lot of food, and it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. So building houses is not a bad idea because you have room to expand your population without risking a famine, which is the main thing that you need to worry about when organically increasing your population. But bringing in nomads is a totally different bag of chips.
Build another one.
Sure. I would say 3 at a time is the maximum you want to go. Going more than that is risky. If you click on the individual houses, you can see who's living where and see like who's ready to move out and start making another family. So for example, that last one that you clicked, not that one, but that one too, I guess. Since it has a student and it's really full, that one has a good chance of creating a new citizen when they have their own house. When I first started playing,
Neil 16.
when I first started playing, I was like, "Oh, everybody needs to have their own house," and then I was promptly fucked.
I think everybody needs their own house.
It's like, oh, 2 or 3 people per house.
Taylor and the fisherman. 2 children.
hot.
In their 40s.
Oh, poor Hilarity. Was that her name? Hilarity? What is it? Ho Bartley, and it's a guy. Okay, sorry, Ho Bartley.
It's their beautiful baby boy. Oh, Bartley. 06.
Ho Bartley. I mean, yeah. Having kids at age 40 is risky, though. I hope that he's, physically healthy.
Wait.
You got some question marks walking around. Because you have farmers who don't know what they're doing.
Not anymore, I don't.
You also have builders.
Shit ton of laborers.
Yep, you should have them chopping stuff down right now. Or gathering stone, I suppose. Or I would just chop everything down over in that area right there. Yeah.
Don't want to get the other side. Listen. Listen. Listen.
And now you just see a stream of them walk out that direction. It's like, oh, I guess we're gonna go chop down stuff over here.
Stream of dream.
A stream of dreams of them.
I'm gonna build this thing.
No, you don't have enough stone for that. You need 130 stone.
You're 130 stone.
It's not going to give you anything beneficial at this point because you have full happiness anyways. I guess
You're so happy getting those stones.
right now you are just kind of hanging out or building more houses or a trading post. Or just waiting until you get more stone because you don't have that much. But I think we should probably call this.
Yeah. Pretty good place right now.
But yeah, so you've gotten going. I mean, I think that if you were to continue playing this game, specifically this village, you probably would do just fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Do it. I want to be the best.
But yeah, this is Banished. It's a fun game. I really, really enjoy playing it. And I think one of the best things about this game is how much you can customize your village and just by the layout of it. Like, you can make some really awesome looking stuff, especially when you start turning on mountains. That introduces like a bunch of mountains where you have to dig tunnels through them, and you can have tunnels connecting two different towns, and it's pretty cool. And like the way that the geometry shapes kind of forces you to build your villages and different layouts than you would normally think of. So it's pretty cool. I had like one that was sort of roundish looking and up in the mountains, and then everybody starved and it was horrible and all the buildings burnt down and I was really sad. But
So
it was
you
really
built,
cool
like, this
for a while.
dystopia.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah. Thanks for checking out this stream, you guys. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm at NixoHotDog.
I am at John K. Nugent. I tweet when the show goes live, so.
I usually retweet it.
Yeah, you do.
Check us out on YouTube. Click that YouTube button at the bottom of the page. YouTube.com/thestreamofdreams. Subscribe there to watch archives of videos from both this channel and my personal channel. And if you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. Watch us live.
Participate.
Participate in the chat. Be a cool guy, and we'll
Be a
be cool
cool
guys
guy.
back.
You can be a cool guy. You too can be a cool
yeah.
guy.
Everybody can be a cool guy if they try.
That's what you always say to me.
Yep. Chin up, buddy. Everybody can be a cool guy if they try. This has been the Stream of Dreams. Hasta la pasta.